you can access the pre-quiz on Classroom. All right, so everyone's got to go to Classroom right now, unless I gave you a copy yesterday in class. Go to Classroom right now. You'll see under Unit 6, Review for Quiz 2. Open it up, get ready to write on it. Have a straight edge around you if you have one. And let's get going here. I'm going to get fired up today. I'm going to be calling on numbers like the old days. It's going to be a good time here. So I'll give you a couple seconds here. Please go to Classroom under Unit 6. Open up the Review for Quiz 2. You should see 3 questions on there, just like the questions I have up on the screen right now. So please get that done. Have a calculator next to you. Because I'm going to be on full blast today. These 3 problems that you see in front of you now are just like the 3 problems you're going to see tomorrow on the quiz. Okay. All right, you ready? Let's do this. Hopefully it's already downloaded. You can start writing on it. All right, first one tomorrow. Question number 1. Set up 3 equations with 3 variables and let's solve them. 3 equations, 3 variables. And you guys are doing all the work today here for me. All the work. So you can see Jane. She's into chickens, dogs, and ducks, I guess. She's got a farm. Beautiful, Jane. She needs 50 total animals. She's going to spend $1,500. The chickens cost 20, dogs cost 50, ducks cost 30. Hey, and the number of chickens should be equal to the number of ducks that she buys. All right, how many of each should she buy? All right, let's roll. I'll do the let statements, and then you guys are going to set up all 3 equations for me. You could go C, D, U. I don't know what you want to do for ducks, but I'm just going X, Y, Z. I'm old school, traditionalist. So I'm just going to let X equal number of chickens. Let's let Y equal number of dogs. And Z equal number of ducks. Yeah. All right, you guys ready? First equation I need someone to give me. She needs the total number of animals to be 50. Total number of animals to be 50. Let's start this show off right. Come on, start us off on a good foot. Total number of animals, 50. What's your equation? Kian, let's go. What's your equation?
X plus Y plus Z equals 50.
Good start, my man. There you go. Equals 50. X plus Y plus Z equals 50. All right, now she needs $1,500 to spend on those animals. Money is going to go with the money now. Money goes with money. $1,500 to spend. What's the second equation you got for me? 3. Here we go. Anna, good morning.
Good morning. It's 20x.
Good.
50y and 30z equals 1,500.
There you go. Add them all up. Set it equal to 1,500. Anna's got equation number 2. Now here's where it could get tricky. It's pretty easy now. The last part. The number of chickens should equal the number of ducks. Don't overthink this. Look at what the variables we set up. Chickens need to equal ducks. What do you have for that third equation? Kian, going back to you. What do you got for me?
Would it be X equals Z or something?
No, or something. Yes, that would be correct. X equals Z. Chickens equals ducks. Done. All right, you got your 3 equations. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Now you ready to solve? Are you ready to? Because these are what the 3 equations are going to kind of look like tomorrow. I'll warn you, though, tomorrow's word problem, bigger numbers. A lot bigger numbers, okay, than 20, 50, 30. A lot bigger numbers, so just be careful. So what we're going to do here to start, we're going to go to the third equation Kian just gave us. X equals Z, and we're going to do a little substitution into the other 2 equations. Anywhere I see an X, I'm going to plug in a Z instead. Plug in a Z, and rewrite the rest of the equation. You're going to be able to do that tomorrow too. So everywhere I see an X, plug in a Z. Or if you wanted to, everywhere you saw a Z, you could plug in X instead. That's your call. All right, this is how I'm going to do it though.
Because they're the same, right? You can do that.
Don't do both.
Yeah, well, because the Z is the same as X, you can just
Yes, anywhere you see a Z, you can substitute an X.
Okay.
You're still going to get the same thing. You're just not going to do the same process as we're about to do.
Okay.
All right, so if I rewrite the first equation, it's going to be Z plus Y plus Z equals 50. Got to write the rest of the equation. Clean it up now. Combine your like terms. You got this. Combine your like terms. 2Z plus Y is equal to 50. Perfect. I got that first equation. All right, go ahead. Plug Z into the next one. 20Z plus 50Y plus 30Z equals 1500. Clean it up. 50Z plus 50Y equals 1500. Now, do you guys see the two equations you've just built? 2Z plus Y equals 50. 50Z plus 50Y equals 1500. All right, we have done a lot of this unit. I know this unit seems like it's taken forever, but we've done a lot of this. Now you need to get rid of the Y or Z's by multiplying by a number. So you guys think about it right now before I call on somebody. What number would you like to multiply that first equation by to get rid of the Z's or the Y's? You can get rid of either one. So tell me a number to multiply by to get rid of the Z's or the Y's. All right, here we go. Let's hear from you. One's Liz. Let's hear from you. What number do you want to multiply by, Liz?
Negative 25.
I'm fine with that. That'll, by multiplying by negative 25, Liz is eliminating the Z's. You could have also multiplied by negative 50 and eliminated the Y's. All right, but I'm fine with this. Let's go with Liz's negative 25. So I get negative 50Z minus 25Y. Oh, I'm going to get fired up here. Distribute it all the way through. All the way. Negative 25 gets multiplied by everything in that equation, including the 50. Oh boy, get the calcs out. I think I did this last couple periods ago. Negative 1250? No? I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. Negative 1250. All right, the Z's cancel. That's what I wanted. Y now will be 25Y equals, on the other side, 1500 minus 1250 is 250. And then you guys got it. Divide both sides by 25. Y equals 10. 10 dogs. That's what we called Y, right? Yep, 10 dogs. Good job, guys. Good job. All right, I need somebody's help now. I got one variable down. How do I find another one now? I got Y. So look at all the work you just did. I don't want you to create anything new. Look at all the work you just did. How can I use Y equals 10 to find another variable? Look at your work. Okay, here we go. 8 spot. Colin, how can I use Y equals 10 to find another variable? He was on. What happened to that sucker? He was on at the beginning of class. Oh, boy. Now I got to go to 13. Sophia, how can I use y equals 10 to find another variable, Sophia?
Subtract it from 50.
Subtract it from 50. Where are you finding that?
It's 10 dogs, so if you subtract it from 50, you have 40 left, and x equals z, so it's 20 and 20.
Oh, I see what you're doing to me there. I got you. Okay, yeah, I got you. All right, you caught me off guard there. Yeah, good job, Sophia. Nice work. Yeah, let me show you basically what Sophia's doing here. She's taking the 10 and plugging it back in here for y. So 2z, and I'll get to the x in a second. 2z plus 10 equals 50. 2z equals 40. So z equals 20. And then Sophia's saying, well, z and x are equal to each other, so x has to be 20 as well. Yep, good job, Sophia. Good work. Thinking outside the box there. 20 ducks, 20 chickens, 10 dogs. Numbers tomorrow will be a lot bigger. A lot bigger. So take your no percents tomorrow. You don't have to worry about that garbage or decimals. I kept that off for you. Just all bigger numbers, though. Any questions I can answer for you guys here? So question number 1, this is what you're looking at tomorrow. Substitute in, rewrite it, eliminate a variable. We're all good? Okay, 2. 2 is pretty straightforward. Graph, shade. Where do they overlap? Put an S. Pretty straightforward. Grab your straight edge. Here we go. First inequality. 3x plus y greater than or equal to -3. Whew, I looked at some of your, I corrected all the assignments from yesterday. Some of you guys got some work to do because you still don't know how to graph one of these. You still don't know, so you better buckle up and pay attention. These are not vertical and horizontal lines. When you have x and y in the same inequality, it is not a vertical or horizontal line. It is a diagonal line. Let's get it figured out now. As you can tell me, yeah, I'm getting pretty fired up because we should get perfect scores on these. All right, so I have x-intercept. You find the x-intercept by plugging 0 in for the other variable, y. So 3x plus 0 equals -3. Solve for x. And I'm going to ask somebody in a second what you get. All right, what's your x-intercept here? X-intercept. Here we go, Nick. What's your x-intercept here?
-1.
There you go, -1. So everybody, you go to -1. You don't draw a vertical or horizontal line. You just plot a point at x equals -1. That's it. No lines, guys, no lines. Now you find the y-intercept of the same inequality. Now you plug in 0 for x, the other variable. It basically wipes it out. It wipes it out. Goodbye, 3x. And what do you get for your y-intercept here? Mason, what do you get for your y-intercept?
-3.
There you go. So everyone, now you go to -3 on the y-axis. Plot it. Those are the 2 points you should be connecting now. Take a quick glance back, with a solid line, because you got the or equal to. So everyone grabs their nice straight edge, does a nice solid line through those 2 points. And I'm even going to tell you, since we're already there on the graph, you might as well write the equation right on it, so we don't forget about it, because I'm looking for perfection tomorrow. These are diagonal lines with X and Y in there. Next thing, and some of us had a problem with this as well on the assignment, the shading. The shading. This line does not go through 0, 0. So I can test 0, 0. And let me go a little bit slower on how to test. You take 0 and plug it in for X and Y. So 3 times 0 plus 0, is that greater than or equal to -3? You got to tell me yes or no here. Is 0 greater than or equal to -3?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Thanks, Caroline. Yes, it is. So that, guys, that means when you shade, you want 0, 0 to be part of your shading. If the answer is yes or true, you want 0, 0 to be part of your shading. So let me go to somebody right now. Should I shade to the right or the left of my line if 0, 0 is part of it? Right or to the left, the shading? 12, here we go. Dan, to the right or to the left if 0, 0 is part of this?
If 0, 0 is part of it, then you shade to the right.
To the right. And hey, guys, just a quick thought. Some of you guys I know maybe want to go back to elementary school like you were coloring and you give me, yeah, look at this, look at me, yay, I'm coloring. Let's simmer down on the coloring. All right, let's calm it down a little. Because remember, you got to know where these things overlap at the end, and you're going to have 3 of them. Can we just, maybe a couple lines here? That just does the trick. All right, I don't need a whole big splatter paint or finger painting like some of it looks like. Can I just do a couple lines? We know where you shaded. We're good. I don't need you to go animal style on me here. All right, 1 done. 2 to go. Next one, same thing. X and Y. Darn it, it's going to be a diagonal line. It's not going to be vertical or horizontal. If you have X and Y in the same one, it's got to be diagonal. Find your intercepts. Whew, boy, getting fired up already. 11:30 in the morning. X plus 2Y less than or equal to 4. Find your intercepts. I'm going to ask somebody just X and Y. What do you got? Plug in 0 for the opposite variable. What's the other one equal to? Come on, guys. Come on. You got it. All right, what do you got here? What are your X and Y intercepts for this line? Boom, 9. Here we go. Hunter, what do you got? What's your X intercept, Hunter?
The x-intercept is 4.
4, good job. And how about your Y?
The y is 2.
2. No. Good work, good work. All right, guys, so on the x-axis, I'm going to graph 4. And on the y-axis, I'm going to graph 2. And when I say graph, I'm graphing points, not lines. These are 2 points that I'm about to connect. You connect your X and Y intercepts. Quick check. This is a solid line again. Good. So connect it with a solid line. Hey, again, while you're here, you got to at least label 2 of these 3 lines. So might as well just label this one since it's just graphed. And shading. Let's see. Let's shade. 0 plus 2 times 0. Is that less than or equal to 4? Is 0? Yep, there you go. Caroline, you're my yes or no one today. Yes, it is less. So I got to know from somebody, above or below then. If 0, 0 worked, should I be shading above or below the line I just graphed? What do you got, guys? What do you got? Dan, going back to you, the above or below guy here. What do you got? Above or below if 0, 0 worked?
If 0, 0 worked, it would be below.
Below. Now look, hey, watch what I'm about to do on the screen, guys. There's no reason for me to shade over here because I know that's not going to be, it doesn't intersect what I already shaded. So the only thing I'm really going to shade is what's been shaded already. So if I'm going to go below, here you go. It only makes sense for me to shade. I don't need to shade anywhere else and confuse myself because I know my solution's got to be somewhere in here. Woo! Guys, good so far. One more, and this is the quickest one it'll be. This one will be the quickest by far. I won't even write it down. Now you just see X. No Y, just X. Anybody remember home here? Anybody remember what type of line if X is all by itself?
Vertical.
Vertical. Tomorrow, maybe Y will be by itself. That's a horizontal line tomorrow if Y is by itself. But here, X is by itself. So not only am I going to have a vertical line at 1, I'm also going to have a vertical line going through 3 on the x-axis. Solid, yep. So I'm going to have a vertical line going through 1 and a vertical line going through 3. I don't need to worry about labeling this one because I've already labeled the other 2. Last thing, the shading. Notice X is in between 1 and 3. So you want to shade in between those lines. All right, X is in between 1 and 3. So you want to shade in between those lines. And do you guys see where all 3 shaded regions would overlap now? If I shade in between these lines. So go ahead, put a big S where all 3 shaded regions overlap. I won't reveal mine yet. Hopefully you guys are shading right here. Here's your S area right here. This is where all of them will intersect. What a work of art. And I do need to put my S there, so here you go. Oh, this is unbelievable. Look at that. Anything you want to ask? So there's question 2 tomorrow. Probably have 3 of them. Maybe, instead of an X, maybe there's a Y there. So, but remember, Y is a horizontal line. All good? Anything? Shoot me anything right now. I don't want to be seeing horizontal or vertical lines if X and Y are in the same inequality. That's garbage. Hot garbage. Steamy garbage. Get me, Isaiah?
I get you.
Just 2 guys hanging out in D238 today. Chopping it up. Other questions, comments? All right. One more. And yep, this will be the 3rd one. Word problem. All right away, if I got a word problem tomorrow, I don't need 4 quadrants, right? So go ahead, get quadrant 1 set up. I don't need 4 quadrants because I know I'm not going to have negative answers in my word problems. Can I do a little wardrobe change? And yes, this is going to be the toughest one because you guys have to come up with your own inequalities now. Whew. All right, go ahead. Let's read through this beast. Go into the recycling plant. You got food and drink containers. All together, all the plastic, food and drink, you can do up to. So think about that, up to 1,200 tons. At least 300 must be food containers. At least 450 tons must be drink containers. Fine and graph, all right, yep. That represents tons of food and drink. So 2, right? I got 2 items here, food containers and drink containers, so let's get variables down. I got 2 items here. I'm just going to stay traditional. I'll let X equal the tons of food. Tons of food containers. Yep. And I'll let Y equal the other plastic, which is tons of drink containers. All right, here we go. Do not overwhelm yourself. Read one sentence at a time. I know there's a lot of numbers flying at you there. Don't overwhelm yourself. Read a sentence, try to write in inequality. Up to 1,200 tons of plastic per week. So the food and the drink containers, that's all your plastic. I can only do up to 1,200 tons. Up to 1,200 tons for all the plastic. Help me out. Who's up? Anna, going back to you. Can you help me out here? All the plastic, I can do up to 1,200.
So it would be X plus Y.
Good start. Up to 1,200.
Would it be less than or equal to?
Good job. Yep. Because I can't do any more than 1,200.
And then 1,200.
Thank you. Good job. So X plus Y is less than 1,200. Can't be more than 1,200. So that's why the less than is there. You guys good? All right. Let's go to another one now. One at a time here, guys. At least 300 tons must be for food. Stop. Stop. Write it down. At least 300 must be for food. So take a look back at your let statement. Which variable represented food? And then how do I write at least 300 tons? At least 300 tons of food. I'm not talking drink. We're just talking food. That's it. Woo. Eliana, what do you think here? At least 300 tons must be food. And not getting there. All right. All right, Anna, last question for you for today. At least 300 must be food. What variable did we call food, Anna?
X.
Okay, so how do I write at least 300 using X?
So it'd be 300X plus.
Oh, no 300X. No 300. X is already the tons of food. I just want to say that right there is at least 300.
So it'd be greater than or equal to.
That's right. X is greater than or equal to 300. That's it. I don't put the 300 with the X at all. And then now that you saw what Anna did, hopefully that makes this last one easier. At least 450 tons must be drink. Must be drink now. Hi, Isaiah.
Hi. Y is greater than or equal to 450.
Y now. Drinks. Y. At least greater than or equal to 450. Got it. All right, guys, let's do this. Everyone ready? We got all three now. We got all the numbers taken care of. Now we got to graph all three and see where they intersect. All right, X plus Y less than or equal to 1,200. Find your intercepts. You know it's going to be diagonal. I don't need to get fired up anymore today. You know it's going to be diagonal. What's your X intercept? What's your Y intercept? This should be a quick one if you plug in 0 for the opposite variable. Okay, what are we looking at? 9. Here we go. Hunter, back to you. What's your X and Y intercepts here?
1,200 and 1,200.
Yep, they're both the same. X intercept is 1,200. Y intercept is 1,200. All right, so you got a decision to make. What am I going to go by on the X and the Y axis so I can reach 1,200 soon? Anybody got a preference? Because I can't go by ones. What's up, Caroline?
Wait, I was gonna go by ones and then put hundreds up them.
Yeah, that's good. I like it. So you're going by hundreds, right?
Yeah, but
Except-
secret.
Yeah, except I don't want to write all the zeros in because it's going to get messy. So here's what Caroline is saying. She's saying just go by ones. 1, 2, 3, etc. But down below put in 100. So you don't have to write all the zeros every time. Good job, Caroline. 4, and then I go up to 12, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's your first point, 1200. And we'll probably do that since the X and the Y intercepts are the same. You might as well go by 100s on the Y too. $12 right here. And again, make sure you put in 100s. There you go. There's your solid line. So we can connect those. Now it's just 0, 0. We can test 0, 0 here. See if 0, 0 works or not. I'll let you guys plug it in. Oh, it works, Caroline?
Yep.
Yep, 0 is less than 1200. So if 0, 0 worked, if it worked, should I be shading above or below this line? Here we go. If it worked, above or below? Nick, going back to you, above or below if it worked?
Below.
Below, yep. And again, guys, don't get nuts here. Just, all right, I get it. Let's go below. I just need a couple lines that say we're going below. Oh, now you guys should be real hungry. Look at those 2 that are left. If we're on our A game, we should be able to graph those pretty quickly. So let's start with X. X by itself, we saw in the last problem, that was a vertical line going through 300. So vertical line going through 300. And I did not follow my own rules from the last problem. I should have started labeling, huh? So I'll label the last one and I'll label this one while I'm here. All right, that vertical line, where should I shade? To the right or to the left? If you want to put in 0, you can. You can plug in 0 and see if it's true or false. Or you can say, where are your X's greater than 300, to the right or to the left? So think about it. Where would you shade, to the right or to the left? Plug in 0 if you have to for X and see if it's true or false and shade away or towards it. To the right or to the left? Boom. Kean, you're good here for today. Isaiah, to the right or to the left, big dog?
To the right.
To the right, to the right, to the right. Again, I'm only going to shade where I've already shaded. There's no reason for me to get crazy here with all the shading. So I'm just going to shade here. Again, everyone, hopefully you understand why I'm not going to shade like I am right now. There's no need to do that because I know the answer can't be there. And then one more, guys. Y is greater than or equal to 450. Y all by itself. Y all by itself, horizontal line. Going through 450, do your best to get it halfway. Do your best. Above or below here. You can plug in 0 if you want again and see if it's true or false. Or think about where are all the Y's greater than 450 now, above or below your line. All right, let's finish this strong. Where do you want to shade? There we go. Anna, where do you want to shade here?
Above.
Above. Good job. Do you guys see the triangle where all 3 shaded regions would overlap? Are you seeing that triangle? Let's see. Decent color here. I haven't used the blue yet. There you go. Any point here will satisfy the food and drink containers. And that's exactly what I'm going to ask for tomorrow. Okay.
I have 2 questions.
Go ahead, Caroline. What's up?
One, do you need us to turn this in?
No, why not? No, absolutely not.
Okay. And the second one, it has to do with number 1. Can you go over the thing where if the numbers are like really big, you can like move the decimal point?
No. That is, you're thinking about if they're already decimals, you want to move them.
Oh.
To get
So
like
that'll be with, like,
so
percent.
you don't like so if you have 0.56x, you can make it into 56x, but I won't do that to you tomorrow. And no decimals at all tomorrow.
Okay.
But yes, you are gonna have to do. You can't. There's nothing you can do with the large numbers. You're gonna have to deal with those.
Okay.
Okay. Last thing before I let everybody go. Nice job today. Please make sure there's no Chromebook issues tomorrow. All right. Everyone's taking it on formative, so you have a nice stylus. Your Chromebook, I don't want to see any issues. You're showing work for every problem because I will not accept only answers tomorrow. So make sure there's no issues. If there is, you got to get a hold of me and let me know so we can figure out an alternative. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for this quiz. It's just like this one. So take a look at these 3 problems before we start. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks.
Does school make these for like every senior?
I don't know. What is it?
I have no idea. It says BC class of 2021, so I'd assume so.
Nice. Some swag, huh?
And they gave me a shirt. It's pretty sick.
Wow. Nice little swag.
Yeah, just a little bit, swag out on the last few months left.